I wanted to do a quick video of altering the length, shortening the length of sweatpants. All my old sweatpants had holes in them, so I bought some new ones, but then they're really big and long, so I decided to just document the process. First thing you should do is figure out how much length to remove or how short you want the length. It's better to put on some shoes so you can have a more accurate placement for the length. After you have the length that you're satisfied with, you can use pins to hold them in place so the fabric doesn't move. After you pin them in place, then you can grab some chalk and mark. You can do like a dash line and mark the length that you pinned. I normally do like 2 dash lines and then I'll trace the dashes, connecting the marks. Then once you've drawn the line and connected the marks, then add 2 inches to the length that you marked. Every time I cut, I use a technique. I use construction paper. It helps. A mentor taught me this. It helps make a crisper cut, and like the fabric doesn't move, and it stabilizes the fabric, so you have like a perfect cut. Like if you're cutting silk and just fabrics that move around, it like stabilizes it. I get this construction paper from Home Depot because it's pretty cheap. Because if you go to a fabric store and you're like always making something, it's gonna cost a lot for a roll. So I think at Home Depot it's like super cheap. Now you do the same thing to the other leg. So after you finish prepping the other leg, you can just use for like a shortcut, you can use the fabric you just cut and use it as a pattern to trace the other leg. You can either trace it or you can just cut it I'm tracing it. Normally I just cut it though, without tracing, without chalking. So the next thing you'll do is you'll fold the bottom hem. You fold the bottom hem 1 inches all the way around. Then you can steam and iron it in place. We're basically hiding the raw edge by folding the fabric.
Okay, great. That's good to know.
I mean, if this is the first house, I can't even see what else he has to show us.
Yeah, I mean, I won't give you, it's a beautiful house.
They gave me a 20-minute radius.
I don't know about the location, I think it's too far. We haven't even seen what Hillary's started to do with our house.
Yeah, I just don't know if she is creating that amount of space.
At least they're realistic. And they understand that they are not going to get this house in their neighborhood for anything close to $750,000.
Hopefully Hillary can step up her game and get this
I
one
don't
we
know.
need.
I think David's off to a strong start for sure.
Yeah.
After finding the perfect house for Chris and Michelle, David only needs one closer to their neighborhood, while Hillary is hoping her design will keep them right where they are.
I'm demolishing that wall. I'm giving you a great big island. It will extend now somewhat into this room. Oh, and by the way, Hank wants your floors.
Oh, perfect.
But I thought how to make it even better is for him to pay for them.
Yes,
We like
absolutely.
that even better. Great.
Please give.
So we got $5,000 out of him for the floors.
Great.
Moving on. Downstairs.
The basement.
With all those tiles gone, the ceiling won't feel so low. I've double checked. I know how to make this to code. It can work.
I am just worried about the investment that we're putting in and not adding square footage. Everything that prices out here is all based on price per square foot.
It makes absolute sense. The only way we could add space is on the second floor.
That sounds much better.
Yeah, but it comes at a price.
That makes sense.
Well, it's expensive.
I feel like we already have a really big budget.
$130,000 is a lot of money. But adding means I need more money into my budget.
After you press the fabric, you're gonna fold it over. You're gonna fold it over one more time, 1 inch fold, and then you'll do the same thing. You'll steam and press the fabric all the way around.
Serious allergic reactions can occur, including anaphylaxis, which is severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems, such as eye pain or vision changes, or a parasitic infection. If you take asthma medicines, don't change or stop them without talking to your doctor. So help heal your skin from within and talk to your eczema specialist about to fix it. If your financial situation has changed, we may be able to help.
Since pioneering the SUV in 1935, the Chevy Suburban has carried many things. Nothing more important than family. Introducing the most versatile and advanced Chevy Suburban and Tahoe ever.
So it'll look something like this.
Guest room and guest bath.
So you pretty much fold it twice, and it'll look like something like this in the end.
Okay.
So the last step, you would top stitch 1/8 of an inch from the edge. It'll look something like this, and when you're finished.
Ellen Bell.
I think literally just...
Saving is easier. Download the Letting Tree app now to see how much you could save.
Our retirement plan with Voya gives us confidence. So we can spend a bit today knowing we're prepared for tomorrow. Wow. Do you think you overdid it?
Make the stitch length long. So I'm using like a stitch length of 4.
Be confident.
So just top stitch, edge stitch all the way around.
After
awesome feel.
Seems like a different one already.
Yeah.
It's a game changer.
The big change is on a second. We should go outside so you can see how it's going to be from the roof line.
Sounds great.
So you can see where the roof ends right now. That's what gives us the area that we can go out over because there's already structure here and we've checked the structure. So upstairs, we'll close up the jack into a bath, then add a laundry, second bathroom, and a bonus room that will double as guest space. And that's what we're doing with your $20,000 that you kicked in.
That sounds like a $20,000 whole set.
It is so well spent.
That's exciting.
If you can pull it off. Hillary thinks she has me, but all I'm seeing right now is putting the house on the market and all the money we're gonna make.
I just laid out this entire plan, which is
Not big, though. There's still definitely some things that are.
Finish this house.
Tell you what, I mean, that house is really nice.
Hillary might have a problem.
It is a little bit outside of our price range, unfortunately, and we are still further out from where we want to be.
Why do people need to be inside the belt line? Are there not people outside the belt line?
While David tries to get closer to their neighborhood, Hillary is already there.
Can I ask you a question? I know about just tying in the roof. I mean, visually, there's nothing to tie into.
The roof will go like this, and the existing roof.
And before you, right when you're finishing the stitch, don't forget to back tack so the stitch locks in place.
Give me some wood.
This is how the inside and the outside looks like when it's finished. So now you do the same thing to the other leg.